Hi guys, how is everybody today here on a Sunday morning? And we're going to run things a little bit differently today. We are going to do a skill 66 setup, but then add a slight twist to see if we can't experiment and get out of the hand faster. I'll probably move into the Wise Guys progression as well, just to show that off a little bit more. But the main focus of this will be to go with a skill 66 with a slight twist, only having to add $3 to possibly get out of the hand faster. Let me get the dice. I got the chips set up. You go grab a beverage and possibly a snack, and we'll get started. All right, today I'm coming in with a $300 bankroll that we've got set up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the skill 66 and add a slight twist to try to get us out of the hand faster. So I'm going to set up here for 66 across on the inside. Grab some whites to cap our 6 and 8. Okay, so how it's going to work is on the first hit, we're going to press both the 6 and 8 because any of these is going to pay us $21. All we would have to do is kick in $3, and that will allow these two to go up to $30. So now we have $30 on both of those. If they hit again, that pays us $35. We reduce back down. And now we have $59 of the 66 that we started. And that gets us almost all the way out of the hand, enough that we can continue to play. So let's do a live roll of this so that you guys can see how this works and see if we can't make a profit. Now, the best way to do this is if you're not shooting the first time, just so that we're not having to worry about the pass line. So I'm going to leave it blank like somebody else is shooting, and we'll go from there. So our come out roll gives us an easy 8. So we'll just mark that. We were not working the come out. I don't recommend working the come out, especially early on with a shooter that you may not be familiar with. So we'll go for our first inside hit. Roll comes out. A 6-2 easy 8, which is the point that's going to pay us $21. I'm going to drop them $3. $2 change for me, $3 for them. And we'll now take those inside numbers up to $30. Turn the puck off, rack our $2, grab the dice. Easy. So it looks like that. Now let's do the next come out and see if we can't establish a point here. We have a 6-5 yo. No help, no foul. We're good to go. We'll just keep rolling. Remember, we're not playing the pass line. Somebody else is the shooter here. Next roll, we have a 3-1-4. So we'll mark that point. Now we'll look for another inside number to hit. I ideally would like a 6 or an 8. There is an 8, so that's going to pay us $35. So I'll drop back down to 6, make it 66 inside. Put these back and collect the 24 off of it. Whoops, that doesn't go there. It goes there. And the 4 off of it. All right, so there we are. We've got $59 coming off of the table. So we're going to rack that. And now we can continue to play, just like that. And we can continue to make those same kind of presses on the inside as well as we're playing, because now that we are almost completely out of the hand, we'll get change and be able to make up that difference. So our next roll is a 5-1-6. That, again, will pay us $21. And I will drop them $3. And we'll make those insides 30 again. Very simple system. Very, very simple. Let's see if we can't capitalize on it now. Come on, shooter. Give us an inside number. That's a 6-2. Easy. 8 right back. That's going to pay us $35. Now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to take the outside numbers and make them quarters as well. And I rack $15. So let's take a look at what we have here in the rack. So there's $50, $70, $4. So we're out of the hand. We've got a $9 profit now. Let's look for one more inside number, see if we can't start pressing the outside now. There is a 6-2 easy 8. That will pay us $35. And I'm just going to take that up to 60, excuse me, rack the 5. Now, once I get to this point, I will essentially just focus on a per number, not splitting or pressing the sisters, just per number situation. 2, 4, 6, we'll just wash, rinse, and repeat. Take that up to $60, rack the nickel. So on the next 6 or 8 hit, I want to be able to expand out to the 4 and 10. Next roll. There's a 4-1-5. Awesome. So that's going to pay us $35. I'm just going to take that up to 50, and I'm going to put the 10 in there, grab the other one, and this time I will press the sister. Because now that I've got, what is that, 220 across, I want to definitely get into the 4 and 10. See if we can't get one more inside number. A 5. Awesome. That pays us $70. So what I will do here is I will just take the 2 quarters, put them on the 4 and 10, and collect the 20. Easy enough. Now we have all our numbers covered. Let's see if we can't elevate them into some black chips. Our next toss, I'm going to be focusing on 4s and 10s now. There's a 2, 3, 5. That's going to pay me $70. And again, I'm just going to, now I've got everything up to 50. We can continue forward. I've got well over $100. I've got $109 in my rack from this specific roll. So we are truly out of this hand. Next throw. That's a hard 8. They're going to continue that forward into a hard 8, which is going to pay us $70. And we will just kick that up to 120. Collect the 10. Easy enough. So you can see how this system allows you to get out of the hand pretty quick if you're controlled. There's a 5 again. That's going to pay us $70. Just collect the 20, make the 5 $100, and we keep moving forward. Simple, simple, simple. Make it easy on the dealers if you can. Sometimes you'll come in with something creative. As long as you explain it as you are playing it, it might allow you to play it, but we'll see. Some of those more complicated ones can be difficult on the dealers. That's going to give us $140. We're going to collect that hit because that is our first black chip. 125 and 40. Nice. So we've got $50 on the 4, 9, and 10, 100 on the 5. We've got 60 on the 6 and 120 on the 8 currently. Let's get our dice set. And again, I'm aiming for 4s and 10s as I throw here today. Next toss, we get a hard 8 right back. Nice. So that's going to pay us $140. We're now going to kick this up to $240. Just rack that 20. Like so. That's our second hard 8. This might be the opportunity where I would throw in a $5 bet on a hard 8, but I'm just going to leave it alone. Just want to focus on the numbers in front of me. There's a 10. So we're going to drop them $2 for the vig. If I can get that other white chip out of there. There we go. That's going to pay us 100. And I'm going to go ahead and just jump it up to 100 and collect the 50. And there is their $2 for their vig. So now we've got the 5 and 10 at 100. The 8's at 240. The 9 is at 50. So is the 4. So let's see if we can't hit that 4. Or even the 10. 10 would be good right here. The 8 is our best number currently. There is an easy 10. I'm going to drop them $5. That'll pay us $200, and I'm going to collect that. The next increment I will collect on each number, just so that I've got chips coming in. I don't want to press too hard, especially here early on with only a $300 bankroll to start. There is a 314. So I need to drop them $2 for the vig. That'll take it up to 100. I'll collect the 50. That was the point. And now we can continue on. So we're looking pretty healthy now. Let's look at the come out and see what our new point is. We have a 1, 2, 3. For those playing the pass line, you just lost it. But that's okay. You're still in the hand. Our next roll is a 5-3 easy 8. So we'll set the point. Grab our dice. And 8 is our best number on the board currently. Got my dice set. Here we go. Our next toss. It's a neener from Pasadena. That's going to pay us $70. So I'm just going to take it up to 100. Almost completely across the table now. And I'm just making simple little presses. I'm not overextending myself. Our next toss is a 6-4 easy 10. I'm going to drop them a nickel. And I'm going to collect that. That's a nice hit of $200. Again, when we're starting with 300, a $200 hit looks very healthy in your rack. Let's move to the next roll. There is a 516. That pays us $70. I'm going to take that up to 120. Now we are covered at the $100 level all the way across. By the way, we need a 2 or a 12. I'm not going to hunt them yet because I want to keep taking advantage of those numbers. I'm not hunting them is what I'm saying. And there's a 3-4. Okay. Maybe I should have hunted them, right? Let's see how much we were able to rack up on that hand. Clear off the table. Turn the button off. We have... There's 500. 6 1/4, 7 1/4, 750, 775, $815. All starting with a $300 bankroll. Not too shabby. I can handle that. So let me sell off a couple of these stacks of red for another couple $100. There we go. $200. And I'll keep the greens because I don't have very many of them. And I will set up again for 66 across. so we can show it again. It's a nice little easy system that allows you to get in and out quickly. At least that's the idea. All right, so there's $4 change. And I'm capping my 6 and 8. There we have it. We are now set up for 66 across. Button is off. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this time. So I'm going to play 15 on the pass line because we are at a $15 minimum table. If you can find a $10 minimum table or even a $5 minimum table, this is a great strategy to use. And you can even lower the amount that you start with. Instead of going with the full 66, you can go with, what is that, $12 or $22 across on a $5 table? Yeah, that's nice. All right, here's our come out roll. We have a 2-4 easy 6. I'm going to keep track of it up here. I'm not playing the ATS, but yeah, just keeping track of it. 20 and 1. I'm going to drop them $3. That's going to take these insides to 30. Done. Set up the next throw. We're looking for inside numbers. So what is my dice set going to be? I'm going to go with the 3531V, a 3V. Our next toss, we have aces. Nice. That's a good time to throw that. Got our dice set. Let's look for an inside hit. A 145. That's an insider. That's going to pay us $21. And I am going to just take the outsides and turn them into quarters. And collect the $1 VIG. Nice. So we got we're up to 110 on the inside now. Next throw gives us a hard 10. That's pretty. I don't have anything on it, and that's okay. Our next toss, we get... There's a hard 6. I like the look of that. That's the point. Going to pay us $35 plus 15 on the pass sign. Turn the button off. We're going to now reduce down. Back to 66 across. All right, so that would give us 66. I've got 110. That's going to give us $39 back. And we get out of the hand 50, 60, 74, plus this 15, $89. So we are now out of the hand. Pull these off, put them back on here, move these chips down. Now we are set to go on our next throw. And now that I have all this, I mean, can I? You know what? I am going to go ahead and put 15 on the 4 and 10. I'm still coming out with $59 on the hand. I'm okay with that. There we go. Puck is off, setting a new point. Let's get started. See if we can't make some magic happen. Our next toss we get on the come out. That's a 617. Best time to throw it is on the come out. Just resets our numbers up here. I still get paid $15. So now we have 74 in the rack that we've collected. And almost. We need $7 more to be completely out of this hand. Got my dice set for my come out roll. We have a hard 8. I'm just going to utilize this same system on pressing. Here's our first hit. We get a hard 8 right back. Nice. All right, so that's going to pay us $15 for that. It's going to pay us $21 for that. I'm going to drop them $3, and we'll take these up to 30 each. Easy peasy. Oh, let me collect that 15 off as well. Whoops. As I throw it across the table. We'll rack that. There we are. We are out of the hand. Let's do another come out. Our next roll is... There's a hard 8 right back. Man, we are pounding that 8. What's that tell you, folks? What should you do if you're pounding a number like that? That's right. Press the hell out of it. Next throw. There's a 9. It's going to pay us $21. And I'm just going to turn these 5 and 9s into quarters. Collect the 1. Easy peasy. Let's get our next toss in. A 4, 314. Beautiful. That's going to pay us $30. So what I'll do here is I'll take those outside ones, 4 and 10, kick them up to a quarter each. I still make a little bit of a profit off of it, get $10. So now we are at 160 across and pressing. See if we can't make that money and take it from the casino. That's what we want, ultimately, right? Next throw is, there's Big Red. It's a shame, too, because that was a great throw. Felt good, landed solidly. But that's the game of craps. So how much did we walk out with? There's 50, 75, 95, $97. And we had 66 plus, we had $81 at risk on that hand. So we're up. It's not a lot, but anytime you make a little bit of a profit and you're able to survive to set up a new hand, that's great news. All right, it's 50, 60, $6. There we are. Those are all set. And 66. I'll add a quarter this time to my pass line in case a Big Red comes out on the come out. And let's see if we can't utilize that system again. Here we go. Come out roll is a 415. Good start. Now we'll aim for some inside numbers. We have a 314. Now we don't have a 4, and that's okay. But it is nice to get it off of the tracker. Set up for our next roll. Looking for inside numbers. First hit gives us a 2-4 easy 6. $21. I will drop them $3 to add. Get my change. Now these 6 and 8 will go up to $30 each. Very simple. So now we have our 6 and 8 at 30. Let's get one of those, please. Or a 4. That's a repeater. I'm not going to put any money on it. I want to use the money that the casino gives me to cover the 4 and 10. Next throw is an 8 hard. That's going to pay us $35. Now what I will do is I'm going to take that and kick those up to quarters, the 5 and 9. Now I've got 110 across, and I'm banking 15. Looking for another inside hit. We get a 63999 neener. That's an inside hit of $35. Now let's reduce down. If I take my money off the table, that's going to pay me, what, 10, 20, 30, 40, plus the inside. I need 2, so 44 is what it's going to pay me. There is 45, and I'm going to kick them $1, and that evens it out. So there is 50, 60, 70, 80, $95 that we have now taken off the table, and I'm reducing down to 66 across. So we are officially out of the hand. And we're back down to 66. Feels good, doesn't it? Nothing like getting out of a hand and still having money on the table. Here we go. We have a Yo 11. Another marker on the tracker. Looking for any of those insides. Let's see if we can't hit one. Next roll we have a 527. All right, no worries because we got out of that hand. 66 plus 25 is 81. So let's see how much we were able to get off the table. There's 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. $14 profit. No, it's not. It's not the, the life-changing money that everybody would love to make at a craps table. But more importantly, what it does is it keeps me alive for that next shooter. That's ultimately what you want to be looking at, guys. You want to be patient. You do not want to overextend yourself. You want to set yourself up to get out of the hand as quick as possible. I got out in, 3 hits? All right, so that's a big ask sometimes on a table. So I'm going to go with a 2-hit system. I'm going to give them $198. This one is a little bit heavier on the risk factor. But that's putting 45 on the outside, 54 on the inside. And we're looking for exactly 2 hits to get out of this hand. All right, got my vig, or got my change back. Table is set. Let's throw some dice. Because, yes, getting out in 3 hits is nice. Getting out in 2 is even better. Oh, I forgot my 50 on the pass line. All right, 516 is our point. I'll mark that off of the tracker. And we will now set up to try to get some inside numbers. Our first hit we get, there is a 235. All right, that is going to pay us $63, 50, 60, and 3. I'm going to toss in $3. And we will now increase 72 on the inside, 60 on the inside, or excuse me, outside. There we are. Let's try to get one more inside hit. Next throw we get a hard 8. That's what we want. That's going to pay us $84. Yeah, $84. We are going to collect that. And we will drop this back down. To where we started. And we get, there's 125, 150 coming off the table. I'm okay with that. That's pretty. All right, here we go. Inside number hit. There's a hard 4. We don't have anything on it, and I'm okay with that. I'm just going to leave it just like that. And actually, I'm going to bring this down even more. I'm going to go down to 110 across. And because of that, I can expand out to make it 160, and I pull another 8, $38 off. Beautiful. I really like how that feels. Now I can definitely take advantage of any of my numbers. Next toss. There's a 538. That's going to pay us $35. I'm going to press my 10 a quarter, bank the 10. I'm going to try to press up my outsides. I don't want to hit per number. I'll use those inside numbers. I'll hit, I will increase those on their second hit of each number. We get a 9, $35. I'll press my 4. Bank the 10. Let me grab some red and green. Oh, I need to mark my 9. And set our dice for our next throw. Here we go. Would love a 4 or a 10 right here. A 6, 5-1. That's the point. Pay me $35. And I make $50 down there. So I'll take the 50, put it on the 4 and 10, turn the puck off, and I'm going to go ahead and press the 6 up to 60. Easy peasy. Back on the come out. Let's see if we can't set a point here. That is an easy 8. Grab the dice. Let's see if we can't hit a 4 or a 10. That would be nice right here. Our next toss. There's an 8 right back. I like it. That'll pay us $35 plus the 50 down there. Turn the puck off. I'm going to go ahead and increase this all the way up to 90. And I'm going to grab another nickel out of my rack and take this up to 90 as well. That way I can get up to the $100 collection level. I know it's a little risky, but I want to now start focusing on building up my bankroll. Next come out roll, it gives us a 1, 2, 3, so I'm going to lose 50. And we'll roll again. I'd be okay with losing another 50 if I can hit that too. Be nice. Of course, I don't have any money on it, but that's okay. 5, 2, 7, so I get the $50 right back, and we got to reset our tracker. That's not a worry. I've basically washed on that pass line now. Sucks that the tracker gets reset. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy in now that we got it reset. I'm going to go 5, 10, 5. Nothing too exorbitant, but see if we can't make some money off of that. Our next come out roll. There is a 5, 1, 6. Point is set. And let's go hunting. Our first hit gives us a 3, 1, 4. That's what we like to see. So I need to drop $3 for the VIG. That's going to pay us $150. I'll now make the outsides 100 each. And I collect $100. And that is the VIG. Awesome. That is ideal. We like to see that. Let me get that 4 marked on the tracker. And let's throw some more dice. We're still hunting. It's black chip hunting season. 549, 99 neener. That'll pay us a 35. I'll just make it 50, collect the 10. On the inside numbers, I'm not going to press as hard, as I just want to use those as fuel to feed the outside numbers, the 4 and 10. Next throw gives us a 7. All right, that's it. So let's see how we finished up. How much did we start with? $198. There's 225, 250, 275, 290, $295. So we made $97 on that hand. I'm okay with that. And that is also taking in consideration what I had for the make 'em all and for my pass line. So we're up. Let me sell back these reds for a black chip. And call that a win. So how much did we finish up with today? Let's sell back these whites. Actually, we're going to color up. So I'll just put all of my chips up here. There's $5. Whoops, as I throw the chips everywhere. There's a quarter, 2 quarters, and $20. All right, let's add up those. Give me 2 greens. Now let's count up our greens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 75. Grab 4 more black chips. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, nice. We got a banana. That's what we finished off with. Starting with $300, we ran it up. We got $1,075, $95, $1,097. Boys and girls, that is a win that you should put in your books, go home, and have a nice steak dinner. So $1,097 is what we were able to get up to today. And I tell you what, it feels great. We were close to tripling up, but on a $300 budget, walking out with over 2 times, actually over 3 times, almost 3 times what you had, that's a win. And you should take that every time, stick it in your pocket, go to the cashier's cage, cash it, and get the hell out of the casino. There is no sense in pushing your luck any further. We had a great day here at the table. I really appreciate you coming along on this journey. If you liked this video, go ahead and give me a like. I'm also looking for your subs as we are making a push to get up to 2,000 followers. And finally, hit that little bell notification. You'll know when the next video comes out. Don't forget, live streams coming up on Tuesday evening. More shorts and videos coming every day right here on KC Crops. We'll see you guys next time.